Happy Pax Moss.
Hey, Audiovore, thank you for the sub. We're getting started in a little bit. I have quite the setup, so well, it's not much of a setup, but it's more than I normally do. I have something cool going on here, so yeah, I will show you all in a bit. Hello, welcome to the Dovecote PAX Rev-U. Hang on, I'm gonna add something to this just for the vibes. Let me get this copied over because it's a solo Dovecote. Uh, don't really have anyone that I need to be listening to, so we'll play a little bit of music. That's probably about fine. But yeah, hello everyone, welcome. Um, I have an interesting setup for this stream that y'all cannot see yet, but you'll see soon. My enemy has now become the air. That's right. Um, yeah, you might be wondering, hey Clips, why are you not using your 3D model right now? And that's a great question. Uh, that's a wonderful question, in fact. And the reason is, my my camera is preoccupied on this. might not... I might need to mess with this. That's actually a good amount of space. Let me... How do these look? Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, it's good. Those are tiny. Alright, beautiful. We will look at this in a second, though. That's not where we're gonna start. Yeah, hi, everyone. Welcome to the Dovecote. It is 9 o'clock p.m. on December 13th. This is an unusual Dovecote, as you may recognize. We're not, this is not your same old Dovecote time and Dovecote place, and I most certainly do not have a guest. But we ball. I decided I wanted to do this because I have some. I went to PAX U at the end of November, beginning of December, and I wanted to kind of talk about. I'm gonna stream Lurkana and Caravan. I guess I could. I mean, my Sasha really likes Caravan, so or not Caravan, Lurkana. So I could play Lurkana. But yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about the PAX times. That is kind of a card game camera, yeah. Let me see if I can find actually I'll talk about this first, just because I was reminded of cards. I played my friend Jay Dragon's game, well, not game, a draft for, what do you call it? Magic draft, Magic Cube draft, which was, hang on, shit. Which was the Magpie's Cube. And it was really interesting. So the Magpie's Cube is a cube draft, so you basically open packs and then, rotate the decks around. Rotate the packs around. I'm trying to shrink this down because it's a big, like, full-size phone picture. But yeah, so you rotate them around, and then there's also stickers that you can put on your cards. So, like, if you look at... Hang on, let me see if I can zoom in on it. If you look at... I'll put it behind myself. You look at Kiyora's follower here, which I know it's a little shiny. That they were in... we were in a certain lighting condition. But if you look at Kiyora's follower here, it has a sticker to be 2 on the left, and then also it has tap to destroy all other creatures. I also had a trample to Hell's Thunder there. What else did what other cards did I do? Oh yeah, I made this Jawbone Skulkin give you prowess instead of haste, because I was doing like a prowess build. And this was a blast. I had a really good time doing this. I don't normally play Magic, but this was a very, very fun game. Yeah, if... Oh shit, right, I need to... So I don't have my keyboard on me, I only have my mouse right now. My keyboard is down below. I'd have to type with my feet. But yeah, it was a really good time. I highly recommend folks check out Jay's it's on Jay's blog. I don't remember exactly what kind of blog it is, but it is on Jay's blog. It's great. The sticker rules mechanic is really fun. Stickers are real rules now. Infinity changed everything. Yeah. That was actually towards the end of PAX U. So I'm gonna go in order here. I'll go in sequence. I'll put this back on like a light. I like to have a little bit of music. So day 1. What did I do day 1? Day 1 was kind of just me adjusting to stuff. I had a chance to play Monster Hearts with one of the like the guest people, which was really great. Monster Hearts is a game that like is kind of hard to run as a one-shot, so I have some, it was an interesting time. I think when I say it was great, I think like I had a complicated experience with it, but I think it was a useful complicated, if that makes sense. Like, I think that I learned a lot about like how I feel about Monster Hearts and how I feel like what I want out of a game like that. Um, but yeah, I played as a I played as the Ghoul, as a like machine named Mara who like was killed in an accident and then like uh you know remade into this robot that just wants to steal things. Um, and that was very fun. It was very fun to play. The Ghoul is great because it's the Ghoul just has like a severe. The Ghoul is very autistic, you know, but also very hungry. The Ghoul hungers. Um, and then I got a chance to go to the what do you call it? The show floor. I got some stuff. Checked a lot of stuff out. Shared some contacts with people. Um, I think. What else did I do at that point? I know. Was that when I played Dragon Slayer? I don't think that was when I played Dragon Slayer. I actually, if I have one regret for PAX U, and honestly, I might not even be able to correct this next time because I might be going there in like an official capacity, if all goes well. But like, if I have any regret with PAX U, it's I did not play enough games. I was like very focused uh, on like seeing everything and like doing like a lot of like kind of boutique little things with friends and stuff. I kind of wish I had like stayed longer some days. Like I don't know, but also I had my reasons to have to dip for on certain days. But anyways, I hung out with some friends that day. Saw some panels. I saw Lynn Codega's panel on unions, which was really cool. Very cool panel. Um, and yeah, and then I hung out with folks. Oh, and then I went to the I went to a Possum Creek party is what I'll say. I don't know how out out and open one is allowed to be about certain things. So I'm just gonna say I went to a Possum Creek party. um, and then which was really fun. I got to meet some really cool people and just hang out and like vibe and party. Um, and then what happened on Sunday? Well, Sunday I know I played so Sunday I tried to get into the Thirsty Sword Lesbians game that you had to like schedule for, and I was not able to get into that. It had 4 slots and they opened like the moment that the things opened up online. So that was very funny. But I did play some like games on demand, and I got to play kind of a grog game, kind of a grognard game, which was called Dragon Slayer. The one thing that I think it did really well was it had a second by second initiative system, um, which I have a lot of respect for. Like, I think it's a really bold design choice because it can be kind of annoying, like to run or to play, but they kind of did it. It was kind of good. Um, it also had like a called shots and like limb damage system, which was cool. Like characters and enemies had like differently armored limbs, which is something that you don't see that often these days. Um, it felt like the person who made it had like very specific problems with D&D and kind of took their own direction in solving them, and it was very like endearing. Um, and like I appreciate all the work that they put into it. The group that I was with was not as good. Like it was kind of, I don't think 2 of the players even had character names by the end. Like you know, it was very beer and pretzels, but I enjoyed my time with that. I played as like the speaky class. I played as a guy who studied 1500 years. His name was 15 because he studied 1500 years of written history and discovered the one truth, which is that the bourgeoisie is not human, it's dragon. Which is a very silly little, uh, you know, excuse to have a dragon slaying, a dragon slaying communist. I was very amused with myself on that one. Um, and yeah, that was I think that was that day, and then I think the last day I did the cube. A lot of it honestly was just me like walking around, seeing friends, like uh you know, spending time with folks. It was pleasant. Um, but yeah, if I could do something different next time, honestly, what I would probably do is try and bring a quick start of Sapphic World, maybe. I don't know how viable that would be. Like, I don't know if they do 17 plus um games on demand, but if they do, that is what I would like to be doing next time. At least for some part of it, is running running like games on demand Sapphic World. Or even just being like, hey, do people want to, like, I'm gonna grab this table. Do people want to play regular ass Sapphic World with me, right? Um, I think it'd be fun to run that game in person. But also, maybe by then I'll have run more of that game in person. I don't actually know. I don't know what the future has in store for me. Um, yeah, that's kind of the general events of what I did. Um, you know, had a couple meetings with folks that were like either people I knew or people I met at the con and wanted to talk to more with. Uh, and then yeah, just took it easy. I want to especially thank Winter Gremory, who took really good care of me towards the end of my con time. I had to like swap hosts for some reasons, so yeah, I want to thank Winter. Winter was really great, and you know, just a cool head, just a cool person. Um, we watched that H Bomber guy video together uh in her hotel room, which was nice. Like that was the last day. It was like the last night. That was like Sunday night. But yeah, so I want to show off some of the stuff that I bought because I think I bought some cool games that I'd love. I'd love to give people a look at some of these. I still actually need to read all of these, but and I really bought more than I thought. But so first things first. So these are three small zines from Possible Worlds, um, which is Tyler Trumrine's games company. Hi, Lilith. And I was really enchanted with these. Like, just I really like the idea of just a little like hang on, this is my hand and this is the zine, right? Like these are tiny little like pocket zines, and they have art and they have writing, and they're like, let me see how many pages each. Like this one's like 20 something pages. Yeah, 22 pages. This was edited by Will Jobst, actually, who's very cool, a cool person. Will Jobst of the Discord has ghosts in it, which is a cool bean. Then we got Power. So this is dating.sim, which is like a little robot dating sim, which seems really cute. So let me see. I'll give this, because I want to focus on the text of these rather than just be like, oh, look at this cute little look at this ephemera that I've collected, right? I miss going to comic festivals and getting indie comics printed like that. Yeah. A lighthearted romance role-playing game inspired by the TV show The Dating Game, as well as the dating simulator video game genre. This seems fun. I kind of want to play this, actually. I might play this at some point. Maybe I'll do this, just so I remember which I've actually looked at. So this is Power. And Power is... In single unique Power, roll dice and pull words from a pot to create an exciting world and superpowered inhabitants. Single unique Power is a cast-building, setting creation game inspired by the one-person, one-power trope, popular in superhero media, manga, and anime. Examples include mutations in X-Men, quirks in My Hero Academia, devil fruit powers in One Piece, and Nen abilities in Hunter x Hunter. This seems fun. It's 3d6, or maybe it's 2d6, but it's... Let me see. I love the idea of collecting and mixing cards, though, to create, like, special powers. That's so cool. I also want to play this now. Thank you, yeah. I tried to clean up a little bit for this. There's still this, which I'm not sure if that's... I don't think that's dirty. I think that's just how that is. I think that's just how the wood is. Okay. So this is wishless. Um, why does it read properly? Hang on. But am I insane? Oh, I'm dumb because it's right. Sorry, my brain is not working today. Similar to something you made back in high school? Hell yeah. Um, Wishless. Wishless is a role-playing game set in a world where, once upon a time, every living person was given 3 wishes. Players portray wish seekers called hunters, who've already used their wishes and are chasing down leads on the existence of new and unused ones. Oh, that's really fun. Yeah, that's cool. I want to play all 3 of these. I'll have to play these at some point. I might also see if I can get these digitally, just to have them there. Okay, so the next one is, like, a funny one. Um, I'm trying to decide how I'm going to talk about this. So, I mean, people have seen my interview with Riley Rethal. So, uh, I am perhaps more of a fan of Venture and Dungeon than its own creators. So, um, I did buy a copy of Venture and Dungeon because I knew that Jay was going to be signing books, and I did get it signed by Grubby and Jay, and that's pretty much all there is to it. I've talked about Vendun. I like it a lot. Um, I like Venture most. Like I've played Venture. I should play Dungeon at some point. Um, but Venture is good. I like Venture a lot. Venture is a very good. If you want like a BOB to play in like a D&D esque setting, Venture is the game. I've never been able to use my hands before. Um, so this is Fate of the Norns Ragnarok, Fafnir's Treasure, which is a like OSR-ish game. I wouldn't necessarily describe it as OSR, but it has qualities. There's hair. Ugh. Apparently it has 3 distinct levels of crunch that you can play it at. What really drew me to it is it has these you can get like higher quality versions of these. These are just cardboard. It has these runes which are which like determine how you venture, a game for sad Marxists to play fantasy. That's right. Hi, games from the Wildwood. That's Luke, right? It's good to see you. But yeah, like the way that the guy explained it to me is basically that I still actually need to read this. I need to read this one. But the way that it was explained to me was that you draw a certain amount from a bag like every turn, and then you can use them during your turn and during other players' turns. So it seems fun. I still need to give this a shot. Like, it seems like a lot to sift through. Even this like basically quick start book is, you know, however many pages. Like, hang on, I'll figure that out once I remove these from the premises. Let's see, how long is this? It is 122 pages, which is like pretty big for like a quick start adventure. So it seems like there's like a graph or yeah, this definitely has some intricacies. I'll have to try it out sometime. I'll let people know how it is when I actually play it. So next, I guess I'll do Norlandia first. So actually, do I want to do Norlandia first? No, we're gonna do Quest. We're gonna do Questlandia first because that's the first in the series. So, Questlandia. Game about kingdom that's fucked. That seemed cool. I've actually not read this one or played it, which is true about all these, except for Venture Dungeon. But yeah, so I was like, this is a really nice cover. Like I don't, it's like rubbery almost. I also just really like I like the kind of window vibe. Also just a very nicely laid out book. The real reason why I got that is because uh, there was an offer to also receive two hacks of it. Um, Damn the Man Save the Music and Noirlandia, which Noirlandia is like a dark kind of film, like film noir, magic noir uh, version, and Damn the Man Save the Music is like a 90s record store version. Because the idea with Questlandia is that it is a kingdom, or you know, a realm that is fucked. It's gonna vanish, right? And so all these games have that. Noirlandia is really interesting because it comes with this little casebook, um, which is I'm not really an ephemera lover usually, but um, kind of good for like detailing stuff, which seems neat. I'll probably have more thoughts on these when I give them a solid read and such. I've been kind of recovering from con drop, um, and I got also one of Stephen Dewey's ash cans. So this was made before 10 Candles, which is Stephen Dewey's like really big one. Um, this is I'm trying to remember what this is. I probably should have sifted through these before stream, but I've been busy. Um, yes, it is a 4-act dark, or sorry, not 4-act. It is a dark fairy tale. Um, uh, yeah, an innocent human being hunted, harried, captured, and ultimately killed by 4 wicked spirits, which seems good. Um, I want to play this. I also really want to play 10 Candles, which is the other game by Dewey. Well, one of their other games. Because, I've heard good things about 10 Candles. 10 Candles is the game where you, like, light 10 candles and, like, they slowly go out, and then, like, in the beginning you record a like, messagey thing, and then you play it at the end in like, pure darkness. Yeah, that's the games that I bought. Yeah. Hang on, let me get myself sorted here. So I knew this would not take that long. Hang on, I should probably turn off my video camera for a second. So I knew this wouldn't take that long. So I might do some work on stream. I might do some work on my games potentially. Might work on an Autopsy Feast for a bit. Because I kind of went over everything. Maybe I should get like some actual thoughts on PAX EU. Because I feel like that there is some stuff to say about it. Hang on. I will give some concluding thoughts in a second. I just want to get everything back to normal. Because I have to like completely upend my desk to get that set up. So, conclusions on PAX U. Hang on, sorry. I need to be sat down before I start saying that. Okay, here we go. Alright. I very much enjoyed myself. I think that it helped me kind of process some thoughts that I've been, like, kind of, I guess, a little hiding from, I think. Like, I think I've been nervous to explore the possibility that, like, RPGs might be where I want to be as, like, a person, you know? Like, it's the thing that I want to be doing and making. But, you know, I saw so many people there, and I, like, had so many conversations about potential futures and, like, opportunities that I could make for myself and share with others, and it was a good time. And I plan on going back next year, and I'm like thinking about, what is my what does my future look like? Like like I've been doing the same thing all this time and it's not working, and like maybe it's time to try something new, right? Um, and yeah, I'm just kind of hoping to explore some new stuff for myself and go on some new adventures. Because I had a good time going on a little adventure with Paxio. Like I don't get out as much as I'd like to, and it's just it's nice to get out there. It's nice to do stuff. Sorry, I'm just taking a breath. Um, but yeah, I had a blast at Praxis at Plaxiu. Um, in terms of like any negatives, like any I'm trying to think of any things that like I didn't like about the con itself. Um, I so badly think there should be a mask mandate at PAX, like really really badly. Think that there should be a mask mandate at PAX. Um, because like so many people who I know who didn't wear masks got COVID. Like it's almost like one to one. Um, like if you go to a con like this, you should definitely be wearing a mask any second that you can. I did not catch COVID. Uh, and I'm not saying it's because it's not. I'm not saying it's like necessarily because I didn't wear it. I'm not saying it's because I wore a mask, but um, it did help. I was at least at one point around someone who did catch COVID. Um, so the fact that I did not catch it, correlation is not causation, but also masks are shown to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 and other illnesses and sicknesses. There absolutely should be, but the PAX architecture is somewhat hostile to the suggestion, I'm told. That that would track. I, I have gotten the sense from like what I know about um like it feels like from like the top down, the Penny Arcade is like a weirdly kind of a weirdly antagonistic institution sometimes, like not in the sense that they're antagonists, but in the sense that like they're a little like they are kind of libertarian tinged for sure. Like they're all good vibes all the time, but that can be like kind of bad, and often is. Um, ah, hi. Oh yeah, I did keep up the email thing. If folks want to send me emails, I will look at them. Uh, I will in fact look at emails sent to darlingdemoneclipse@gmail.com and read them and answer them even. So if you have anything you want to ask, feel free. Yeah, that would be my big like thing. I also think that fucking the Philadelphia Convention Center is huge, which is like great for doing a con, but also like I just think that there needs to be a more clear like flow of entrance and exit. I get that they're trying to like maximize throughput and also minimize the amount of entrances and exits that they need to like manage, but it's still kind of a lot. I also understand why like fucking Wormwood is able to be there, but I also really wish they weren't. You know what I mean? Like I know that like PAX can't be like, oh, because of these like these accusations, we can't have you here. Well, maybe they could. I actually don't know how that would work, but I still think that they should not have. Like, I don't think Wormwood should have a booth, especially as big as the one that they got. Like, it's kind of fucked up. Wormwood has like a bizarrely heavy imprint on the industry, and it sucks. Um, oh yeah, I have one really funny PAX U story that I will tell to wrap up this segment. Uh, just to kind of show like how I don't know how fun it was, how kind of weird it was at times. Uh, being mixed population. It's a private event. PAX as an organization can deny anyone they choose, legally speaking. That's true, and they should. Specifically in the case of Wormwood, because I don't like Wormwood. They're shitty. They're shitty to their employees. But yeah, I was gonna say, what's the word? Oh yeah, so I was going through the expo floor, right? And this person at like at a booth, kind of goes roughly up to me, like kind of gestures in my direction, and she asks me, "Hey, do you like D&D?" And this is on day 2. This is Saturday. I'm on the move. I'm tired. I'm hungry. And so I say, I say no. I say no to that. Which is like not nice. Like I see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to say, right? Because like at that point, that person has engaged me, and I I can either ignore them, which is rude, right? And that's gonna create like a, you know, I have a fairly I'm a trans woman. Like, I'm a trans woman wearing ram horns at this convention. I have a distinct appearance. Like, God forbid for some reason this person hears about me again, or like encounters me again on the internet or in person. Like, they might remember me from the moment where I walked by without saying anything. If I say yes, then they're gonna drag me over and be like, "Well, do we have something for you?" So I say no, which is also bad, because when you say no, that's a shocking answer. That's an insane thing to respond. Um, it might be right. It might be the right answer, right? But it is an insane thing to respond with. Like, it is a very antisocial thing to respond with. Is no, actually, I don't like D&D. I don't like the thing. Like, I don't like the thing that you're selling. But you know, then I make it weirder. How can you not like the thing I like? Well, that's true, but also like, they're selling this, right? Like, they're selling D&D 5e supplements. I guess I should probably clarify. They're selling their own D&D 5e books, like their own adventures. So like, obviously they want to like drag people, like draw people into their booth, right? Um so um that's my dog barking. Um so yeah, they're trying to draw me in here. And I'm like no. And then I walk over, which is like another stage of this that just makes it even more bizarre, right? Like, now I'm over there. No, like, I haven't just made it awkward. I've made it like, now it's confrontational. Um, because this person, asked me a question. I said no. Now I'm walking over, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we do D&D 5e supplements," and I was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm just really tired. Like, I play a lot of other games. I don't play D&D as much anymore. Um, I'm in their space, not liking the thing. That's right. And so I'm like, but I have done editing for D&D 5e, for D&D 5e supplements before. And they're like, oh, this person does editing. Hey, Jeff, whoever the guy is, like the other guy. This person does editing. This person's done editing for D&D 5e supplements. And so, guy comes over, yeah, we could really use editors. And I'm like, well, I have my business card. So, this interaction that started with me saying, no, to a question that you're either supposed to say yes or nothing to, ends with me trading contacts with with this person, which is just so funny to me. I don't know. It was just a very silly situation. I felt really bad. Hey, Death Squid, thank you for the sub. Hello.
Yo,
41
what
months,
up?
damn. I'm talking about my silly little PAX U experiences. Did anything else funny happen? I made an impression, which I can't say if it's. Hang on, I just want to check something really quick. I can't say if it's positive or negative, but I just make an impression. I think everything should be working. Ba ba ba, wa 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 wa, wa 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 wa, up, ba ba, ba ba ba, ba be bo. Okay, that should work better. Yeah, it was really silly. It was a very silly little thing. Ba ba people. Actually, I think the full lipstick animation makes me look crazy now. Yeah, it's at least a bit more lively. But yeah, that was really funny. Um, what else? What else happened? I'm trying to think of like other funny stories. Uh, I don't know. I said some awkward shit to some people, but that's just kind of who I am. Like, uh, I was trying to say to at least one person that like I I will like they don't need to give me their card because I can keep in touch because I know their stuff. And I was like, yeah, no, it's okay. I know who you are. Which is really weird. This is a really weird thing to say. I'm not good at like socializing. I think I did an okay job though. I think I endeared myself to the people who were important. Uh, I met some cool people. I met Jax, who I really have really enjoyed talking to. Jax of Jax Romana of LARP fame. Who else did? I feel like there's probably some games that people know. I have no railgun and I'm a Scream is a big one from her. Just a very cool person. TBH, if I wanted someone to contribute to my supplements for a system, I'd like at least one person to be critical of that system. Yeah, that's true actually. That's my power. If you're writing a D&D 5e supplement, I will not bring very good editing chops in terms of I got pretty good system knowledge. I gotta give myself credit. I know what I'm talking about with that system. But the real thing that I have on offer, the real thing I can give you, is I will. I will tell you when I think something is shit. If you say that a character's family died in a goblin raid, I'm going to throw a brick at you. I'll be like a good critic. If you're making it a 5e thing, like I will help you. I will help you try and at least decode what is possible within the system. So that's my pitch. That's my pitch. That's my pitch for hiring me. If you are interested in having someone, if you're writing a D&D 5e thing, if you're writing something else, I will also be mean to you. So hire me for editing. I've done good editing. I did mechanical edits on Ascendancy by Ruby Levin. Uh, that might actually be my only editing thing, but like I've done so much journalistic editing too. Anyways, this is not I'm not here to soapbox about my skill set. Um, but yeah, oh yeah, and then the moment that we got back, the UVG thing happened. The ultraviolet grasslands unconquered thing, which is really interesting. I'm not going to be talking about that on this stream. I'm going to be talking that on Monday with Crowley. Um, but it's an interesting. It is an interesting thing. Um, oh yeah, and just today, frickin' what do you call it? The uh the Polygon like TTRPGs we played this year thing um hit, so that's interesting. Oh, and frickin' uh um what else? What was the other thing that happened? I don't know. There's games things happening. Me and Crowley will talk about them on Monday. Um, it will be interesting, and it will be funny. But yeah, um, I think we write a little bit of game. I'm gonna put on a different music really quick. Okay, we're gonna have to clean this up a bit. Hang on. Hmm. So I decided to take a whole candy cane up with me before streaming, which was not a good idea. Anyways, so what am I looking at? What are you people looking at? This is Autopsy Feast. This is a game that I'm working on. Uh, so general concept of Autopsy Feast. It is uh, a game where you're playing as little freaks who get like squeezed out of a pod in the medicine system. Uh, soon after the basically a failed revolution against the imposing and occupying empire. Um, and yeah, you were going on an adventure. The main mechanic in Autopsy Feast. Let me see if I can actually just import this. Main mechanic in Autopsy Feast is hang on, I'm just gonna pop this in here, and because I don't really have a way to show you all this. I guess I do, but it would be annoying. I'll put an ecotech. So everything in this game is based on these grids of body parts and names. And everything is a size class: C, B, or A. C is the smallest, B is like medium, and A is large. And then you put your stuff together, like you put your body together in like a grid. So these are ecotechs, which are like little freaky guys who like do the Empire's science. Essentially, they're like machines. They're like weird kind of floaty robots. So they have armor, which is a glass case, a thinker, which is a eugenic core, a thruster, which is a flotatotron, a look, which is a rubber coat, a limb, which is a tentacle bed, a funger, which is like a finger or a feeler, which is a probe, and an injector, which is acid squirt. So if you look here, I have, there's a whole bunch of pages, each with a D66 table for each of these, which I need to write, which I'm going to work on at some point. And each of these do different things. They all have their own little descriptions. So useful in biting, eating, and swallowing. A wet cavity with teeth, that's a mouth. Muscle, a tangle of flesh or cord. Some say it's stronger than rigid metal. Useful in lifting, gripping, and choking. Ulcer, a hole that takes in sensories. Trust me, nothing out here smells or sounds good. Useful in huffing, hearing, and barriering. Patter, a wide, plush pawing. A favorite of assassins and anthro fun bodies. Useful in sneaking, stroking, and swatting. Oh yeah, this game's also like this. This is one of these games. You know, Talia. A mask that sometimes gets slick. Many hope it gets slick. Useful in substance production, ego making, and feel-good grinds. A thinker. A second or auxiliary intelligence, either controlled by your ego or allowed to think on its own. Useful in hacking, calculation, and programming. So yeah, these go on. And then you have archetypes. So you have 4 archetypes that you can play as. Yeah, huffing, you know. This is one of these games. I have COVID, yeah. Listen, you're allowed to show this sort of stuff on Twitch now, so I guess you can talk about it. So you have Cadavermancer, Factory Wife, Thinker Tender, and Mega Maker. I'll show Cadavermancer. So each one is a catchphrase: no mercy, no way. In a world where gutless godlets stretch neural torture to its absolute limits, you are the unreachable heir to the dead. You are a jacket full of bones, a globe of fletching spirits, a circuit board disaster. Something big and mean cut you from your nest, but you bit that thing and drank it pale and dry. You are fueled by blood and meat, and no one will stop you from subsuming the corpses of your enemies. Special, subsume. Once a session, you can eat a number of loose body parts equal to your number of mouths to turn them into any other body parts you've seen, which is very good. This is a very effective special. And then you like pick a name, pronouns, what you can be at home and what you can be beyond it. So kind of BOB style questions. You get some extra body parts. The Cadavermancer comes with 2 looks, a weapon, armor, and a gadget. Like the Factory Wife comes with, Factory Wife comes with looks, Talia, fat, and a gadget. So it kind of varies. What was I gonna do? What sort of music are we doing? Honestly, I could just listen to this for a while. It's a good song. I'm just gonna listen to this for a while. But yeah, so that's kind of how that works. Then the GM has little guides for each of the worlds. So you have like Cortico. This is the starting world. The grave world where we begin our adventure. Cortico is the shell of a Xeno deity, made pale and colorless by the crushing weight of gravity. It's covered in ruined citadels and cruisers from ages past, a scrapper's paradise. If there's anywhere you can craft a new body and fast ship, it's Cortico. Just watch out for the Empire's reactionary Merc Corps, the Beat Boys. So you have natural and imperial forces here, or bodies here. So you have Slopplers, Gogs, and Lumpos, and then Beat Boys, Splinters, and Ecotechs. You have locations, which give like a little bit of an idea of like what sort of stuff they might have. What might be here? Like there's the Retirement Corps, the palace where Beat Boys go to die, told they will live forever in paradise for their service. Here, Ecotechs put them under heavy anesthetic and reclaim their parts. If the Beat Boys knew it was done here, they might be radicalized to our side. So some little suggestions of like what sort of adventures you might have in these places. Each place has like each of these planets has a special, 3 little special guys. These are meant to be like Star Wars scale planets in the sense that like you're gonna go to an area, do some stuff there, and then leave. Which is fun for me personally. I think it's a fun I think it's a fun way of doing sci-fi. But yeah, and then you also have bodies, which is what I'm working on now. So each body has a description. I can't read that one on stream. I just realized I can't read Village Switcher on stream because it has the F slur in it. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Um, Fristo, a trusty riding hog for combat on the edge of the streaming Red Knight. Special, Knights of Zodapine, or Zodapine. Any Class C body can ride on a Fristo steadily. When doing so, a Fristo counts as 2 boons. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention boons and banes. So, the main mechanic in this game is, when you do a thing, you count boons versus banes. So, body parts that might be used in this situation, comfortable or smooth environments, motivations, a desire to recall the past, your ego, like all sorts of stuff can be banes or boons, and then you count them up. If there are more boons than banes, you do it. If there are more banes than boons, things go really wrong, and if there's equal or near equal, I wanted to give the players and the GM like a good amount of leeway there, where it's like it doesn't have to be exact. Like if it feels good to have a clash, you can have a clash. So if you have equal or near equal banes and boons, you're stuck in a clash and can't act until you're free. You need someone else's help to get out of the clash. So that's how that works. Ensures that you're kind of working with your party and stuff. I think it's a fun idea. I might fidget with it a bit more. I've considered like moves where you use specific types of things, but I don't know if that's necessarily the direction I want to go in. I'm thinking about music. How's this? Well, this is not... That's not it yet. Hang on. I'm seeing if I can get some Valheim relaxing OST here. But sometimes I feel like it's never, like... I don't know. Yeah, this is the one that plays the opening theme right in the beginning, which is so dumb. Like, that's not... That's not anything. Sorry, let me see about this one. There we go. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for Meadow opening. Meadow and Mellow. Okay. I've been playing Valheim recently, so it's on the mind. So we're gonna listen to some Valheim music. I really should just have a nice, relaxing playlist for writing. I'll write that. I'll make that up soon, I think. But yeah, I left the F slur on the screen. Oops. So, you got all these little guys. Like, you got Sliplets, the Maid of Stim Swirling Waters. Not usually one for Finns, but I like these ones. So another thing about this game, the whole thing is, like, in the voice of a character named Vic Victim, who is, kind of a shit. Like, Vic is kind of not a very nice person, and kind of revels in it a little bit. But also, there's some tragedy to Vic. Like, here's my favorite Vic bit. The end of Gesek. So Gesek is a world that was basically betrayed by the rebellion. They were asked to come help the Gesites in their war against the Empire, and they basically, you know, were like, we don't have enough resources. We're just gonna stay. Actually, I'll read the text. When the Gesites called for aid, we didn't help them. I'm not going to make excuses. We should have gone down with them when the Empire came to reap their world. Still, they fought back and kept their world of holmium and root cacti free of Imperial influence. They don't trust us, rebels, and I get it. But if you can get on their good side, then maybe we can make something better. I better be careful getting hopeful again. And then you have that furthest pole beneath red stars, the North Pole specifically, past the memorials for the salt skirmishes. Before the Guessites rightfully told us off, I knew this beautiful skivvy named Vusk. She brought me to the place where the matrix of eyes were brightest, where I could almost see the reflections in their ocular lattices. She stared at me, and she grabbed my hands. Vic, someday we'll go somewhere those eyes can't see us. Maybe that's true for her, but not for me. Not for you either. Yeah. And then also, the way they talk about Vusk. Vusk, body, skiff, pronoun she, her. The hottest babe I ever met. She might not even be alive, honestly. Sincere, tough, bombshell. um, yeah. Uh, Vic Victim has a complex. Like, this would be normal. This isn't, like... this part's normal. The part that I'm highlighting yellow is normal. The part that I'm highlighting in red is insane. Not for you either. Like, Vic, no. You have to be nice to the player. Why are you telling them that they can't escape this? I just think it's funny. So, I'm currently on Imperial. I actually do have the chart for Imperial. So, the other thing that these are gonna have, these pages here, is each one is gonna have their grid basically. So, you'll be able to, like, as a GM, just have a little description of what they are. It is kind of a kiss.wav moment, yeah. We love a mean POV character for sure. So you have their description, their special, and then their whole schnizness, which I think is a very useful thing to have. So Beat Boys have a Talia, which is a Nutricinther, a Spine Lob weapon, a Reflector Egg Seer, a Chembrain, a Beat Hole, a Miss Bile Launcher, a pad, a spindle, and a spindle. If you can't tell, this thing is very, like, Kenshi, it's very Star Wars, it's very, like, it's very Spore, too, weirdly. it's, I would say, like, in gameplay, it is very Spore. But yeah, so Beat Boys, I need to come up with a special for them. I like the idea that they get, like, an extra boon just by being, like, together. Oh, hang on. I fucked up. Hang on. When Beat Boys act together, they immediately... or, they always have the boon... Together. Togetherness. Reactionary solidarity. There. Cool. I mean, I should make it be. They always have an extra boon called. There we go. So bundles are like the generic soldiers of the Empire. Do I have bundles set up yet? I don't think I do. I need to make a lot of these sheets. It's kind of the one thing. Actually, I should probably figure out which ones I do have, though. I think I have Gogs. I'm almost certain that I have Gogs set up. I do. Gogs are done. Hell yeah. Leeches are not done. I think Slopplers are done. And I know Wet Cores are done. But did I really not make Slobblers? I could have sworn that I did. Hang on. I gotta look for this. Pictures... Uh, Autopsy Feast, Bodies, S? Oh, I never made a PNG. That would explain it. Okay, hang on. I gotta export this. I do probably also want to have like a PNG of each, like an art piece for each. So I gotta figure out how that's gonna fit into the actual scene, but it'll show up somewhere. Here we go. Slobbler. So Slobblers have a prey scanner, a predator glaze, prehensile liquor, wet maw, stun breath sack, taut cords, breaker, which is their yeah, uh, prowler, prowler, paw, 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 paw. So yeah, they're silly. They're silly little guys who hunt you down and do normal things. Wet cores break your mind if you go close to them, but you're very thoroughly warned about this fact. Hmm. So what might actually have to happen is these might need to go on like the second page, and then the art can go on the first one. That might be what I do here actually. It's gonna increase the page length quite a bit, but like or page number quite a bit. But I don't know what else I do about it. Like it's just gonna it won't make sense. This has to be a full page. Like it would be insane if it weren't. Good, yeah. You know, I really like the I like wet cores. I think they're good. I think they're good and normal, and there's nothing wrong with them, and they should be allowed to do what they want. To me specifically. Smiles. GOG. Okay. So let's work on bundles. I'm trying to think of a good the precisely engineered nothing guys of the Empire. Ugh. Um I have a fun idea. Do I have a term for like what an action is? When you attempt something with an unclear outcome. Okay. Actually, maybe I'll hang on. This is called a challenge. We're we're creating game language so that I can be more clear in the actual thing. Okay. When uh when someone fails a challenge near a bundle, they can shoot and disable or damage a body part. Let's say any body part. in the scene. I think that's fun. They got that, like, precise military aim. Ecotech. So I actually have the grid for Ecotech, so I'll put that in first. So Ecotechs are... Right, so that's the first one that we looked at, the glass case thinking core. Hmm. I don't want to just say, like, Imperial Science bots. I feel like I need, like, a silly little description for these guys. No soul in a case of glass and rubber. uh... Yeah. There, that's fine. I'll show them something to study. Uh... Hmm. You know, I actually just realized I have, like, there's a version of this 3D model that I have not checked if it works. I need to... I'm so behind on stuff. I'm, like, very stressed, but we're trying. I have a lot of stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. What's a fun thing that they could do? I have a good one. Special... Oh, shit. Hang on. Special... Transmogrification ray. Did I italicize this? I did, okay. Actually, wait, I have an even better idea. Shrink ray. When an ecotech... Actually, when a Class E or Class A body fails a challenge against an ecotech, one of their body parts is shrunk down to the next smallest class. Or shrunk down by one class. That's fun. Okay. Should probably add a shrink ray to this somewhere. Actually, maybe it should be like corrosive decay, because they have the acid squirt injector thing. This one's gonna be fun to draw. I have like a very specific idea of how this will look. I think it's gonna look pretty neat. And then the Skelete, which is the elite bundle, basically. Bundles are like kind of people. Skeletes have been like put into like big, like Warhammer 40k type armor. So let me remember exactly what I wrote about them. The machine mill, I think. Yes, they're placed in stasis until needed for violence, which is scary. Um, Sorry, I'm just, yeah, so, wait, does this ever switch to, I think it's just that? Listen to planes now. Oh, hang on, sorry. Okay, Skeleets. Um, Bastard in a can. Crack the metal seal. Ready to eat. Hi, Death Angle. I am writing my game, Autopsy Feast. I like the idea of this having something to do with them being recalled and put in their comatose state, their stasis. What if you could like hack them to like put them into stasis, or like maybe they can only take damage when they're in stasis. Uh, or maybe they have like a bunch of banes when they're. Actually, hang on. There should be They always give an extra bane. Um. Skeleets give 4 identical banes called Skelete armor, unless forced into stasis. Skeleets can be forced into stasis. Through hacking, psionics, psychic power, or conversation. Yeah, I think that's fun. I think it's fun to have an enemy that you have to deal with in some like other ways before you can get to their meaty core. Or maybe it's like not stasis, but it's like um maybe it's stasis preparation mode. I'll think of something else. Hmm. Conservation mode. Or discussion, because that's gonna get confusing. Okay. I think that's fine. I might play with it a bit, but I think it's okay. Splinters. These are Imperial Psychics. Hmm. You wonder why the universe hears these ones. Psychics you think you can find enlightenment in a blueprint. I think that's a fine... Maybe in a book? Yeah, in a book. Hmm. So wetlet or wetling? Wetlet, yeah, okay. I like the idea that you can make these guys wetlets, like, turn on them. Wetlets are like psychic psychic organs that you have to, like, put into yourself to be able, like, to be psychically powerful.
Visit G2A.com.
Oh god, no, no, don't visit GTA.com. They steal their keys. At least that's what I've heard. When you have more boons than banes. Actually, when you succeed on a challenge against a splinter, using psychic power, add the boon, Wetlet Rebellion. Actually, you may turn their Wetlets against them and add the boon Wetlet Rebellion to your next challenge against them. I think that makes sense. I think that tracks. Then I have Guessite bodies, unique bodies, and then I think I'm done. I still need to do ships. Ships are going to be a big part of this game, but I'll get around to that. What are bones again? I actually don't remember what bones are. Bone. Oh, right, they're doctors. Yes, okay. Baldur's Gate 3 finally came out on Xbox. Hell yeah. I hope you're having fun with that. That's a fun game. I still actually gotta finish that on stream, but I had a good time with it. Bone. Yash docs. Patch me up once or twice when I used to run Gassa. I'm trying to think if I can do a Euphoria 2180 reference here. Hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking about surgery in 2180. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, I got it. Just gonna call it Eden. Uh, when you rest among, uh, when you rest with a bone, or rest near a bone, all of your, uh, body parts are repaired. Yeah, that's fun. Dominus, these are the priests of the Lady Gash. So Gash, to be clear about who Gash is, Gash is the goddess of the Gashites. Gash, pronouns, any pronouns except he, him, with a preference for she, her. The goddess of the Gashites, locked within Staten, probably. Vengeful, ancient, unstoppable. I feel like, did I also describe Gash somewhere? She apparently also powers the Imperial Citadel. This is a good one. World has it that this monster's spine was on collision course with the old Geshite capital a millennium ago, and Gesh gripped it with her fist. She brought it down to the world's metal surface, and with her tongue of magma, she licked the thing into the very terrain. So yeah, she's hot. Gesh is we like Gesh. She's scary. Giant psychic lady. You can like float through space. Incredibly powerful. Right, so Dominus. One who has scorched their tongue. Trying to do it in the victim voice. Poor soul. Scorch their own tongue. Damn it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This is why I shouldn't have ads. This is why this is 1 second. We will. Oh shit. It's a Roll20 with Connie Lee Chang from RPGs. Sorry. Okay. We're normal now. Poor soul scorched their own tongue. To be fair, I've done I've done worse for huge women. God. Special. Burning voice. Me too, buddy. Yeah. A Dominus mouth cannot be damaged. Skippy, these are the, like, the crews of the big, like sand skimmers that ride across Gesek. Sailors of the Endless, Dry Metal Seas, Made to Last. Crewmate. Hang on. Special. Crewmate. I want it to be something about, like, they're good at crewing ships. When helping crew, Class B and Class A vehicles, skivvies, provide, boon, well crewed. All challenges. All challenges made. Yeah, whatever. I'll figure out grammar for this another time. Alright, we'll do Gash first. Flaming.
YouTube Premium is ad-free
Wow, they've
content,
really.
and...
Is that true? YouTube Premium. Get me out of here. Hang on. We're going back to Sarence mode. Sorry for the dog barking, by the way. I can't really do anything about it at this point. The sun cried, or, Medicine's son cried once, and Gash was the consequence. She defies our rules. Or she makes her own rules. Special goddess. When Gesh is released from the center of Staten, the array of red eyes surrounding Medicine are disbanded, and the game ends. In an epilogue, structured however you all like, describe how the world changes are the eyes of a blazing goddess, for better or worse. I think that's fun. This probably needs a better... I'm gonna call it Phoenix instead. Wife. She's wife. This is High Admiral Falshrex, who is the leader of the Imperial occupation in this in the medicine system. A bastard's bastard. Half of me believes if we left him alone for long enough, he'd realize what he's done and take care of our business for us. A little dark, but you know. May have me thinks. Last laugh. When High Admiral Falstrix is on death's door, he withdraws a detonator from his from his chest pocket and presses down, putting Staten on a self-destruct timer. I mean, he can withdraw, just to give the GM a bit more flexibility. And press down, putting Staten on a self-destruct timer. Oh, here's a fun thought. If Staten is destroyed with a Gesh inside, she dies. So the Riverhead, I believe, is the head of the river on Stim? No, sorry, on Zodapine. Yeah, the gnarled tongue of the heavens, which has the Crystal River. Okay. What have I written so far about ancient serpent's head that speaks? Okay, yeah. The mouth and eyes of Zodapine's Crystal River. Like a spade of knowing. I like knowing more than knowledge here. I think I'm gonna keep knowing. I like the idea of something with, like, they can, like, imbue you with more psychic power. Imbuement. Riverhead may grant those... What are the Riverhead's pronouns? They're there. To gain their favor. That's technically grammatically correct, so those are their pronouns. They grant those who gain their favor. What do I want? Enhancement to one of their wetlands. Draw. Hang on, wait. Wetlands. Draw a star on that wetlet. Actually, maybe this should be body part, just so it's a bit more generalized. Draw a star on that body part. always counts for an extra boon in challenges. I think that's a pretty good bonus. The Rogue of Chords. The Rogue of Chords is cute. I like the Rogue of Chords a lot. I have art for them, actually. Which means I can kill a couple birds here. I also have their chart, which I'll put down. It's taking a bit. It's really taking a bit. Hang on, I'm gonna reload it. We're at 102 now, which isn't too bad, actually. Like, I guess it's gonna be like 150-ish, I think. I can deal with a 150-page RPG. That's not too bad. It's a little long, but it's like a lot of it's just like indexes, so I think that's okay. There we go. Okay, Rogue of Chords. The Rogue of Chords is a person who lives on Staten, with the Imperial people, but it's like a good guy. They run like a club where they run assaults on the Empire. Staten's club killer. Blood rebel as it comes. Blood's rebel as it comes. Oh, I have an idea. Hang on. Special. Mad Blade. The Rogue of Chords may send... What are the Rogue's pronouns again? AM, and they, them. May send air, Mad Blade weapon, and, long haft armor. Off to fight independent of them. Yeah, that's fun. As a as one unit, off to fight independent of them. Cool. And victim. Me, baby. You can't tell, I'm no teacher's pet. Victim, you're so silly. Special. Narrator. They need to use something meta, right? Something fourth wall breaky. If you're lucky enough to meet me, I know all this. I know all this. I know everything written in this book, and I'm happy to tell you about it. I feel like that's like... It doesn't seem like a useful ability at first, but it's like... You know, having a character who will just like tell you about things, I think is a good thing. And you find him early on, because he's on like the second planet. Not that you have to do them in order, but like, you probably will. Like, if your GM is worth their salt, they'll tell you immediately, like, that Stim is the safest planet, because it's, you know, it's the rebel world. So let's add the art that I have. I think I only have these two, actually. In terms of, like, art. Yeah, I only have Vic Victim and Rogue of Chords. God, Rogue of Chords is kind of schnasty with it, though. I gotta be real. She's kind of cute. Or, they're kind of cute, sorry. Misgendering my own characters. I love like, weird, like, wetlet arms. I think those are really good. Yeah. Punched Mike, High Manipulator, Angel Focus. And then, you got Vic. I also really like my Vic design. I think both these designs were pretty good on my part. I actually recolored them somewhat recently. They're cute, yeah, I agree. I recolored them recently to like fit the palette that I'm going for with this game, which is like this like blue and red. It's a little like Virtual Boy, but what if it was good? I think I've described it as. Yeah, there's Vic Victim, being all slutty with it. So yeah, I gotta draw all these guys and do their charts at some point. That will take a while. I do kind of want to do that before the Ashcan, but also, like, it's gonna take a bit. So we'll see what I wind up actually doing. I don't know. I will say, the one good thing about this game is, like, it does not have a lot of weird, like, annoying formatting things like Sapphic World. It's very easy to format. It's kind of text light in a lot of ways. Like, you could probably fit some of this stuff, like, on less pages than I did here. I also, yeah, I'm glad you like the palette. I also really like it. I also have, if folks haven't seen this, I have one other piece in the current palette, which is, where is that? Yeah, this, which is, I think, great. Actually, I should put that up top. I'll eventually probably extrapolate that into a larger cover, kind of like what we did with We Live Forever. But that'll just hang out here for now because I think it's cute. I think it's a good one. Give it a little border. Just gonna put it in the middle of the page. Where's the middle of the page? Okay. Well, I finished writing all that. I kind of want to wrap up now. My neck is starting to hurt a little bit. Yeah, I think we might wrap. It was nice. It was nice getting to do a little bit of solo Dovecote. Just kind of eased me back into streaming. Had a good time. Oh, do we have any mail? Did I get any mail? Hang on. I'm checking the mail. Oh, we got mail. Hang on. Aww. 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 Oh my god. Okay. Lilith sent me something really cute. Lilith sent me a picture. Look at these goats. Smiley face, Lilith. And hang on. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna show the goats. Thank you for reminding me to look at mail, because you sent me something amazing. Look at that. Look at that. It's me as a goat with Lilith as a goat, and we're playing nice. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Look at us. We're so happy. I love my little persona. That's so cute. I love that. Thank you, Lilith. That's adorable. Yay. I love the colors used too. Like I think they're really fun. I really like the kind of like duller colors in the eyes. I think that's a really fun use of that. I think it's really good. Smiles. Wait, how do I smile? Is it Control Alt F1? No, Control Shift. There we go. I'm smiling. Ah. Oh, it's the Euphoria palette. Hell yeah. It looks great. Okay. Well. Thank you so much, Lilith. I appreciate it. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. We're gonna wrap up. Hope everyone had fun. As I mentioned, PAX U was a blast. Excited to go back next year. Thank y'all for sitting while I worked on some stuff that I wanted to work on today. Honestly, that is kind of how I see the future of this channel being. Like, it is very possible that I finish up my current series and then I, like, limit longer series to, like, one at a time. And then just do, what do you call it? Like work streams? Because I really want to, like, get serious about RPG design. I think it's, like... I think that there's some potential for me there. Yeah. We're gonna raid Melody Burst. Go say hi to Melody. Melody's been sick, and is playing Risk of Rain, but you can control the VTuber, because Melody's sick and can't talk, so go say hi, go play in Melody's playground. And everyone have a great night.
Remember, if you don't like what you see, you can change it. It's up to you, really. Goodbye, good luck, and have fun!